Hello everyone, this is Helen H. and welcome to my channel, Moss Cottage. I hope you all are doing well. Today is the first week of participating in the hashtag pickabinmakeatag open collaboration sponsored by Sheree from Turquoise and Susan from Hiles Art. I will put both of their links to the channels below in the description box, and you can find their announcement videos for these if you'd like to play along. Basically, it's using up some stuff and picking it out of a bin or drawer, shelf, box, jar, whatever, and using it. And it says to make a tag, but you can make a tag, journaling card, work on a page in a journal, whatever. They give suggestions, but you know they're not stuck on those. So today is use something with your favorite color or least favorite color. That's going to be the prompt. Now, what it says is pick an item for a bin, drawer, shelf, box, jar. Like I said, use something that you had forgotten about or something you have been wanting to use for a while now. You can use items from multiple bins. You don't have to use only what is in one bin. So I am going to use this bin right here. And I'm sure all of us have a bin like this. This is I've purchased these items and never ever used them before. Now some of them have been purchased at thrift shops and stuff, so they've been used by other people, but not by me. So what I'm going to use is this paper pack of scraps that I got from Dollar Tree. And I got this a long time ago when it was still $1. And I'm just looking to see what else I might want to use here. Here's some rub-ons. I may or may not use them. I'm not sure. I've got two different kinds here, so we may or may not use them. I've got these cards, these beautiful butterfly cards. Again, I got those at Dollar Tree. Some of these things are so old, and they've just been languishing in this bin here. What I'm going to be doing... these are a little bit bulky. I haven't used those though. Here's yeah, I'm not going to use that because I don't have my acrylic block near me. I've got some stamps in here, but I don't have an acrylic block near me. Here's some wooden stamps. Maybe I'll use those. I don't know. I have no plan. And here's some more stamps here. I might have used one of those. I don't know. And then I've got this Stampin' Up! Stamp pad that I got that is still actually in the wrapper. So obviously I've never used that. So let's go ahead, and it's a golden color. Now my favorite color is pink, but what I feel called to do, because it is September and we have a overcast day, it's not cool per se. It's probably going to be about 80 today. But I feel fall-y, and I love fall colors and everything. What I wanted to do is to work in my prayer journal, because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is my last page to do, my last page spread, so I'd love to get this done. And we're just going to use some fall stuff to do it. But real quick, I just want to give you the scripture I'm going to be praying about, and that is Romans 11:33, which says, "Oh, the depth of the riches, both of the wisdom and knowledge of God, how unsearchable are his judgments and his ways past finding out." Which means, you know, we will never know everything there is to know about him. And isn't that awesome? Because I wouldn't want a God I could know everything about, right? So I love that scripture. So that is what I'm going to do. Now I'm just going to make a fall theme page in my journal. I don't write my prayer on screen. And then coming up shortly, I will do a flip through video of my whole finished prayer journal. So let me get started, stop prattling and get started here and see what I can come up with. And you know, usually I use my, if you followed me at all, when I do my scripture writing, I have a bin of the stuff that I use, but I'm going to be challenged today to just use some stuff. This is really cool. It's got a texture almost like it is woven, but let's see what we've got. Now my favorite color is pink, so I see some very hot pink. Oh, again, this is that woven fabric or woven paper. I mean, it really has a texture like it's woven. Let's see what else is in here. I just bought this at a whim from the cabin, from the Dollar Tree up by, well, not too far from my cabin. And a lot of this is just paper. It's not even specialty paper, but there is some cool specialty paper in here. Let me get out what I think are the fall-y colors here. Of course, we've got some orange. We've got that brown. I have to use the pink because that's my favorite color. And I'm a rule follower, basically. And then we've got this color, yellow, and then we got some green here. And these are all papers. These two are like thin papers. And then do I have that one? No, that's a different one. Okay, so we're just going to start there. This is going to be very odd for me because, if you know, this journal is super colorful and lots of prints and everything. So this is going to be unusual for me. So what I usually do when I do this is I put paper around the edges first to make some interesting edges. So I'm just going to use some of this interesting paper here and just get it on. We're just going to get it on the pages here and see what happens. Yeah, this is going to be a real challenge for me because this is the last page in this journal. The whole journal looks the same, and this one page is going to be like totally different. But we'll make it work. We'll make it work. All right, let's just go ahead and put that down there. I'm not sure if you can see this with that page up. Well, all I'm really doing is gluing paper around the edges here and tearing and adding. These thinner papers, I will probably just use my glue stick. And of course, my glue stick paper is under my desk. There it is. So I'm going to have to do that. And I think I might just shut up and speed this up a little bit because this process is going to take a little while. But maybe not. We'll see. Okay, I cut that a little bit short. That's okay. We can work with that. Okay. Ooh, I'm challenged already because I don't like working with plain paper like this. Oh my gosh, this is just really hideous. Oh my gosh. All right. My glue stick is running out here. Oh, what happened to my page? Here it is. Oh my gosh, this is going to be bad, people. This is so going to be bad. All right. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and glue these edges on, and then I will be back and we'll work on some more because all I'm going to be doing is tearing strips and putting them around the edges. I'll be back in a minute. All right, guys, I'm back. Now, that was a little longer than I thought it would be because I had to deal with using blank paper. So, because like I said, this journal is not about blank paper. So what I did was I went ahead and used those stamps, Stampin' Up! Stamps I hadn't used before. I used some of those to stamp with that Stampin' Up! Ink pad I had never used before. And it's called Delightful Dijon, but honestly, it's like a cool brown color. But anyway, so I stamped some of these papers from that Dollar Tree paper pack that I had never used, and then cut them out or punch them out with my circle punch to make some kind of interest. So what I did was I went ahead and I put strips around, different color strips, which is the way, you know, this journal goes. I just put different color strips of paper around. I did some stamping with these little Stampin' Up! Stamps and that ink pad. And then I used this washi tape, which is from Simply Gilded. This was one I had never used before. It's brown with like copper flowers and ferns and stuff on it. This was one of the ones I got as a freebie from the crop that I went to. So I did that, and I was really waffling back and forth about should I write the prayer here or write the prayer here, because it's very hard to write in because this is the last page of a very, very chunky journal. I decided to write the prayer on this page, and I'll write the scripture here on this little fold out here. So this is done. I just stamped on the background, if you can see, some hearts. That was one of the little stamps, this one. And so I can write over, because I write in black pen. So I can write over that and write my prayer there. I'm going to write the scripture here. And see, I just went ahead and surrounded it with papers, pieces of washi tape, because this is the way this book rolls. And y'all, okay, so I'm very sad to say that you watched me put this piece of paper in so crookedly. There was this huge piece of white here. So I had to very carefully, I don't know if you can see, put washi tape there and then cut it off to fill in that white thing here. You know, when you can't like look right over your work, it's very hard to see if you've got things straight. Well, I didn't. Okay, so there we are. So then all I'm going to do further now is to decorate this page here. I did stamp some butterflies on with one of the stamps from that little pad, this one. And then I put some hearts on this little thing here. And I made a tab from the card. Now I cut out this is what the card looked like here. These were the Dollar Tree cards I hadn't used. I went ahead and cut out the butterfly from here. And then I used some of this bottom piece here to make a little tab for this flippy thing, and I'm just going to decorate this side of the flippy thing and this page here. And you'll be happy to know that I do have somewhat of an idea, because otherwise, you know, it's just torture watching me decide what to do. So this is one of the cool pieces of paper from that paper pack from Dollar Tree. So what I thought I would do is make a strip of it to go down the center here. So I'm just going to go ahead, let me see, how long do I want that to be? Maybe we'll go to about here and just cut this off here. And I hope I'm cutting somewhat straight. And then I don't want it so wide, because this is really, really stiff paper. It's going to cause troubles for this book if I make it too wide. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and make it about this wide here and cut off a strip here. What am I doing here? If I can't fix this so that I cut it somewhat straight here. Okay, it looks like I'm doing okay. Yeah, so this will make it so it's not so bulky in the book. So I'm going to go ahead and get this piece down, and I hope this is going to work. Like I said, this paper is so stiff. Too bad it wasn't a big enough sheet that I could have made a journal, because this would have been a great journal cover. It is really that stiff. Let's see. So we're going to give it a good amount of glue here to get this thing in. All right. And the butterflies in the background, you know, some of them are going to get covered up. That's fine. That's fine. They're just to get the white page gone. Because I don't like white page. Okay, so we're going to get that down like that. Nice and glued down. All right. Okay, so that's that. Now, he's going to be the focal point on this page here, but I really don't want him like up here where you can see half of him behind this thing or half down here. So I really want him to be hidden, to be glued in exactly where he will be hidden. And it just so happens that if I put him about here, I think that tab will hide his wing also. Yeah, so he's complete, well, no, his little things down there are sticking out. I want him really hidden. And I think he's pretty hidden there. I can see a tiny bit of his wing there, but that's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and make a pencil line if I can, because I'll never find that spot again. And I'm going to go ahead and glue him down also. And I know I haven't put my favorite color on here yet. This is a real challenge, and what would have helped a lot would have been if this pack of paper had like bright orange, like orange instead of like this salmony, pinky, whatever. If I had some really bright orange, that would have been fun. But alas, that was not to be. So we do with what we have, right? Okay. Okay, so that's that. So I'm just going to go ahead and put him where I had drawn those lines, which was right here, and that should cover him up. Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. Okay. I just didn't want like half of him showing and whatever. Okay, so that's good. Oops, don't. Where's my thing? Oh. Guys, do you get as gluey as I do? I mean, I am always covered with glues. Things stick to me. I can't throw them away because they're stuck to me. All right, he's going to need a little coaxing because that paper underneath him, this stuff is really textured. Okay, I think that's good. And probably towards the end, when I'm finished, I'm going to put a sheet of parchment paper in there and put a heavy book on to keep everything down. Now, here's my favorite color, was this pink piece. And this was another piece of that really hard paper, just like this stuff, this woven paper. So I saved you the agony of watching me cut these out. I cut them out into heart shapes, and then I inked the edges, and I'm going to go ahead and stick one down here and one up here. So really all you can see is the hearts here and here. So let me go ahead and do that. And I realize they're not even, but that's okay. I don't care. You know, the piece of paper underneath is not even because of the butterflies not centered perfectly in the middle. Whoops. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and put one here. All right. Oh, wait, here's this one. And put one here. Okay, one up here, like that. And remember, the scripture itself is going to be written here, and the prayer will be over here. Okay. Okay, like that. Okay. And like I said, I know that's not perfectly even, that's fine. So I have one extra one here, and if you've seen me work on this journal at all, you know I like to kind of bring an element from one side to the other to kind of make the two pages meld together well, I guess, for lack of a better word right now, that they look cohesive somewhat. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and put this one right here. All right, and I know it's going to stick up here a little bit because this paper, this yellowish paper here, it's very textured also. There are some cool papers. I think these might be like handmade papers. This woven one I'm not so sure about. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. And then when we open that, there's our butterfly. So the only thing I have to really decorate now is this little tabby thing here. And one of the elements from the bin that I have not used yet, and this might be a little bit tricky, we'll have to see, is the rub-ons. So I've got these rub-ons here, and of course these are all from Dollar Tree. And then I've got these here. And I kind of like the look of the Tim Holtzy looking ones. These aren't his, these are Dollar Tree ones, but I kind of like these. So let's see what we got here. Okay. I was going to say, I forgot how to use a rub-on. So what do I want on there? I'm looking, and if the obvious choice would be one of these butterflies, right? Because there's butterflies there. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and use this guy in the middle here. And I'm not sure, do I have to cut him out? How do I do this that I don't get everything? Are there instructions? They just say peel backing off. I'm afraid if I do this, everything else is going to get stuck too. I think I'm going to have to cut him out. All right, hold on a second. This is going to be tricky too because I don't want to cut out everything or cut through everything. Well, okay, those little buttons there are not going to be one piece. I'm going to cut him out. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Sorry about that, guys. I know this is probably very not interesting watching me try to cut this out here. And also, they used to put in here the little wooden stick like it was a popsicle stick for you to rub, and they don't do that anymore. So what do I have on my desk that would work like a popsicle stick? I've got to have something here. Ooh, sorry for the reach, guys. Let me see what I have over here. Maybe I can use my palette knife here. This is a palette light knife. I remember this today. Okay, so it says peel the back off and just go ahead and rub it on. So let's see if we can't do that. Let's put that there. Take my palette knife over him. Yeah, this isn't the best tool. I really should get a popsicle stick and just put it in on my desk as a tool to use for burnishing. Yeah, all you got to really do is rub this stuff on, right? All right, let's see if this is going to work. Maybe I'll just leave it like that with the thing on it. Okay, a little bit came off. Okay, it worked. Yay. Okay. There he is. All right. So that's on that page. Let's see here. I think for time's sake, because this video is getting kind of long, I will go ahead and end it there. So, yep. So that's going to be my prayer here. The scripture will be written here, and then I've got my butterflies over here. I may play a little bit more and do maybe put some of those button things around here or whatever. But I just wanted to give you an idea, and I also thank Sheree and Susan for this fun collaboration. Don't forget to check their links below, watch their videos, and they'll have a link to everyone else who's playing along. But this was great. This bin thing is a good idea because it's getting me to use some stuff that I've purchased that I have never ever used before. And I love that. So guys, please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until the next video, I hope you're all truly blessed. Bye-bye.